YouTube, what's up? Facebook, how's it going? Yuri here. Welcome to Ask Yuri Live. I've got both modalities going on. So I've got the iPhone, I've got the computer, a little bit dark here on the phone, but it's all good. So this is your opportunity to ask your health, fitness, or nutrition questions, and hopefully I can get to them. I know that yesterday we had a lot coming through, especially on YouTube. Now we're gonna see if Facebook can keep up today, because yesterday, guys, on Facebook, YouTube crushed you guys. Like, YouTube was crushing it. We had so many people who were just nonstop asking questions, so I gotta give you guys credit, YouTube. You guys rocked yesterday, so let's keep it going today. Facebook, I love you. I mean, no, not Facebook, the people, my fans, my crew, my peeps, my tribe. Love you guys as well. Debbie, how you doing? Thumbs up to you as well. So I'm a little toast right now, to be very honest with you. I mean, I'm kind of like the energy guy, as you guys know, but I'm not like energy bouncing off the walls, energy just like sustained energy without like the crashes. But I just did 6 podcast interviews literally back to back. And so this week, right, what I'm doing right now, Simona, what's up, is I'm batching. I've devoted this whole week to just doing podcast interviews. So I think I've like close to 20 some odd podcast interviews this week. So once a quarter, I devote an entire week to just block off the entire week just for interviews, and I get them all done. And then what I do once a week is I have my Thursdays are my recording days. Yes, Thursdays, I basically open up my calendar. Those are the days that I do my podcast interviews. And the reason I'm doing all this is because we're launching a new podcast called the Healthpreneur Podcast in October. Cassia, how's it going? So October 16th, we're launching a new podcast. It's more on the business side, the entrepreneurial journey. And so we're kind of just getting all these interviews done well in advance. So I'm a little bit spent right now, but if you're somebody who wants to learn how to take your expertise, or you're building a business right now and you want to kind of take things to the next level, hear from other amazing entrepreneurs in our space who have done some, great things, that would be the podcast to tune into. It's going to be amazing. We've got some great guests. We've got an amazing host right here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's the deal. That's what I've been working on. Hope you guys have had an amazing day. I actually haven't even left my studio. So right in here, I'm in my studio, which is essentially just an extra room in my house that we have converted into a studio. This is where I shoot a lot of my videos, where I record my podcasts. I've got a normal wall behind me. Over there, I've got my whiteboard wall, and that's where I draw on the wall, even though there's a reason that I'm drawing on the wall, not like I'm a kid with crayons type of thing. So it's a lot of fun. So anyways, let me know where you're at. I appreciate you guys tuning in, giving the thumbs up. If you're enjoying this, if you're enjoying these live hangout sessions, yeah, just like share the love, give the hearts, share them with people, whatever, because I'm here every single day, 2 p.m. to help you guys out as best I possibly can. And again, I apologize if I can't get your question. There's only so many people I can attend to at once, but that's why I'm committed to doing this every single day, because I realize there's a lot of people to serve. There's a lot of you guys that need help. You have questions you want answers to. We have a large following. I don't really respond to emails personally because there's a lot of people on our email list. So this is my way of really connecting with my tribe, with you guys more intimately. So that's the deal. So if you've got a question, let me know in the comments. Cindy, thank you very much. Hope you're doing well too. Hakeem, you're unstoppable. I don't know if I'm unstoppable. If I got hit by a truck, I think the truck would be unstoppable, not me, but I don't even know why that was an analogy. But thank you, I appreciate the kind words. I'm just gonna open things up here on YouTube and Facebook for a second. I just wanna make sure that I'm capturing all the comments properly. Okay. Newsy62, hi from California. You have helped me so much. Keep up the good job. Thanks and thumbs up. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's why I do what I do. Actually, you know what? I don't do what I do. So it's interesting. I've been asking a lot of these entrepreneurs on this podcast, so how do you know when you're successful? So I know I'm being successful when some people are like, I'm sitting on a beach, I have all this money. No, actually, no one, here's the cool thing is no one has said when I have X number of dollars in the bank. Not a single conversation with a lot of really high level entrepreneurs has that come up. What has come up are two things. One, I know I'm being successful when my audience and customers tell me I'm doing a good job and I'm changing their lives, which is cool and which is exactly what Newsy62 said. So thank you so much. It really makes me feel good. It makes a difference. The second big answer has always been, or not always, has also been the feeling of just like, you go to bed at night and you just feel like you've done good in the world. And for me, that's the most important thing. Like, I really appreciate your feedback, everyone. But I can't control how you guys perceive what I do. And so I feel successful when I've given everything I can. So when I finish my day and I've said, you know what, today was a great day where I contributed, I added value to people's lives. And as a bonus, if you guys enjoy it, that's even better, right? So that's just something I wanted to share with you. Okay, so let's get to your questions and enough nonsense here on my end. So Greg on YouTube is asking, do you have any dietary tips or suggestions for someone with Hashimoto's while following a plant-based diet? I'm just going to move this a little bit here so you guys can see that. Let's move this a little bit out of the way. So I would recommend reading my friend Isabella Wentz's book called The Hashimoto's Protocol. She is really the Hashimoto's expert. And you can get it on Amazon. It became number one New York Times bestseller a couple months ago. That would be my best piece of advice, because I can give you a couple things to do. First and foremost, you want to heal and seal the gut. Everything starts with permeable or leaky gut. And so we want to seal that up so that we don't have undigested food proteins and stuff that shouldn't be coming into our bloodstream coming in. And so the gut is really, really important for a lot of health issues, and Hashimoto's being one of them. So that's at a very basic level what I'd recommend. Avoiding gluten, right? The inflammatory foods, gluten, dairy, reducing sugar intake, all these things are going to reduce inflammation inside the body. That's going to be really important because inflammation is a big culprit as well with Hashimoto's and a lot of other things. My mouth is so dry right now. I had a smoothie this morning, which is right here. I actually had two of these. This is 500 mils, so I guess I had a liter. In the smoothie, we had blueberries or frozen blueberries, frozen cherries, bone broth, protein powder, hemp seeds, flax oil, coconut oil, almond milk, and water. Boom! That was the smoothie, but that was holy cow, it's like 5 hours ago now. So my mouth I should have a glass of water here with me, or a bottle of water, to be very honest. So if I feel a little dry, that's why it is. All right. Let's go to Facebook and see what's going on. Declan Conroy, what's going on, my man? What's your take on infrared saunas? I think they're pretty cool. If you can use them, why not, right? So infrared is basically a wavelength that is going to kind of penetrate the skin, not in a weird kind of, bad way, but it's going to penetrate to the deeper levels and really help the healing process, recovery, pretty cool stuff. So I like infrared saunas. I don't have one, but if I did, I would definitely be using it very often. Vivian, how can I get turmeric and apple cider vinegar easily into my diet? So really good question. I've got a video coming up on YouTube, I believe on Monday, where I'm going to talk about the benefits of curcumin. So if you're not currently subscribed to my channel on YouTube, go over to YouTube, type in Yuri Elkaim, and subscribe. I've got a great video that talks about the benefits of curcumin, which is the main active component of turmeric, and the one best way I can recommend for getting more of it. I wish I had it with me, but it's upstairs and I'm down here and I don't want to run away and leave you guys hanging. But it's a great product called Curcumin Gold. I'll tell you more about it on Monday, and it's something that, for me, I'm a huge believer. Like turmeric, curcumin, the single biggest anti-inflammatory spice, herb, whatever you want to call it, that we know of. The dilemma is no one's eating Indian food every single day, which is the main source of it, curry specifically. So we have to be supplementing, and not all supplements are created equal. So I use this one that I'll share with you guys on Monday. So sorry to keep you waiting, but stay tuned for that. Apple cider vinegar, really simple. Take a glass of water. So if this is water, I would fill this whole mason jar up, and I would put in about 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And really simply, whenever you have water, just put apple cider vinegar in, and as much as you want. A little bit, lot, whatever you want to tolerate. it's all good. So that's what I'd recommend. Good question though, excellent. All the questions are good. Okay, Afshan282, I love the names on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. Does drinking coconut water sabotage the fasting states? I am doing intermittent fasting. I don't think so. No, you'll be fine with that. There's a little bit of sugar in coconut water, but honestly, I think you'll be fine with coconut water, and I wouldn't worry too much about it. So Deidre, I can't do almond butter or almonds, no nuts. What are alternatives for smoothies? So you don't even have to use those in the first place. Like you can use rice milk, you can use hemp seed milk, you could just use water. You don't have to use almonds or nut butters and stuff like that. So you could just eliminate those, you'll be totally fine. From a protein perspective, what I'd recommend is hemp seeds are tremendous. If you get a good protein powder, throw that in as well. And yeah, like just keep it simple. You know, I wouldn't worry too much about the nuts. If you can't do them, that's totally fine. Simona, type 2, I'm assuming that's diabetes and intermittent fasting. So I talk about this. I've got another video coming out specifically on this in a couple weeks. Yeah, so if you've got type 2 diabetes and blood sugar becomes an issue, I wouldn't really, prolong the fasted state. So basically you want to be eating a little bit every few hours, right? So, you get, again, just using the example of some almonds here, grab some almonds, grab an apple, just keep your blood sugar stable. Intermittent fasting, if you have type 2 diabetes or adrenal fatigue or thyroid issues, may be a bit contraindicated. So that's a good question. Thanks for bringing it up. Juan, send your greens powder to South America. I'm from Argentina. I think we do ship to Argentina, I believe. The shipping might be a little bit expensive, but as far as I know, I believe we ship worldwide. So if not, I apologize, and we'll see what we can do. Oh, by the way, did you see Del Potro's match last night against Federer? Amazing win. I actually went to bed after the second set because I'm like, this is going to go on for a while and I need to sleep well. So yeah, congrats to Del Potro and all of Argentina. He's awesome. Okay, so just a little interlude here. On Facebook, you guys will notice that there is something on the screen here, urielcame.com/green14. I'll put this into the chat on YouTube as well. So we are running a 14-day juice and smoothie challenge starting next Monday, and it's totally free. And we're basically just doing this because, September is a great time to kind of just reboot things, get things going again. And instead of you figuring out all the recipes and what to do, we're going to give you all the recipes, all the juices, the smoothies, all that good stuff, exactly what to have every day for 14 days. And you don't have to not eat food. So you can have food during that process. It's all good. We're just asking that to the best of your ability, you have one juice and or smoothie every day for 14 days so that you can feel awesome, enjoy more energy. And that's pretty much like what I do. Like today, this has been my food and I've been going for 6 hours like straight pretty much. And I don't have time to make a meal at the moment. So I take a smoothie, like the whole, like almost 1.5 liters of it. And that's kind of how I keep things going when I'm busy. So it's just a really cool way to get great nutrients in when you're on the go, when you're busy. And we want to support all you guys in that process. So if you want to join us over in the Green 14 Challenge. Okay. Greg, should we be concerned with arsenic levels in rice? No. Like, guys, here's the thing. Like, when you start worrying about all this nonsense, like, we are so fickle. Like, we live in a world that has to come up with so much content and so much stuff that we just start scaring the crap out of people, right? So, oh my God, arsenic in rice or this and this. And it's like, just eat the food. Like, did our ancestors tens of thousands of years ago have to worry about this stuff? No. Obviously, the food supply was cleaner back then, but you didn't have Paleolithic man being like, you know what? I'm vegan. I'm not going to have that meat. That just didn't happen. I'm going to make an assumption because if they didn't, they would die. Right? So we live in an environment that is extremely fickle, and we take for granted a lot of the luxuries that we have nowadays. That doesn't mean that we can just do whatever we want. But just enjoy food, right? Just, enjoy, if you're having rice, like I eat rice like never. I think I eat rice maybe with sushi, maybe like, I don't even know the last time. I had Greek food 2 weeks ago. I had some rice with that. That's the only time I've had rice. So am I going to worry about the arsenic? No, it's like, if I'm pounding rice every single day, maybe it's a little bit different, but once in a while, don't worry about it. It's all good. Would I recommend coconut oil and coffee? I would not recommend coffee in the first place. And if you want to do the whole bulletproof thing, that's up to you. But I recommend greens over coffee beans any day of the week. But if you're going to drink coffee, make it decaf. You can throw some coconut oil in if you want. I think it adds a little bit of a different texture to it, but it's totally up to you. Can a diabetic take pea protein after a workout? Ray Soto. Yes, absolutely. Pea protein is amazing. It's my favorite protein out of all protein sources, animal or plant. It's awesome. Jessica's asking, do I need to have apple cider vinegar on an empty stomach? If you can, cool. If not, no big deal. Just don't pound liters of water with apple cider vinegar or just liquid in general with your meals. Not a good thing to do, right? So generally, like if, throughout the day, just whenever you're drinking water, just add some apple cider vinegar. You'll be fine. It is all good. Vivian is asking, do you think meditation and hypnosis can have a positive impact on your diet, the food choices you make? Totally, absolutely 100%. A lot of the food choices we make are because we're stressed and anxious or bored. So if we take stressed and anxious, that is on the parasympathetic side of the nervous. So in the nervous system, so actually, before I say this, how many of you guys studied physiology, biology, nutrition in school? Just out of curiosity, just let me know in the comments, because I really believe, and what I want to do is really just equip you guys with the knowledge we should all have been taught in school. I mean, I think that's an absolute outrage that we're not taught this stuff from kindergarten. So when I say parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system, does that make any sense to you guys? Because if it doesn't, that's a problem. And it's not, again, not your fault. It's the problem of the school system, which is backwards to begin with. But the thing is, if you don't understand that, that's a very important thing to understand. So sympathetic nervous system basically means fight or flight. It's the stress response. Parasympathetic is the relaxation side of the nervous system, okay? And based on which one you're in, you're going to have very different physiological responses. So when you're stressed out, your pupils are going to dilate, you're going to open up, you're ready for fighting or flighting, your heart rate's going to increase, blood flow is going to increase, all that kind of stuff is readying you for fighting or running away. That's not preparing you for eating well. So what we want to do is we kind of just have to slow down, focus on our breathing, relax our body, and then make a good food choice. Because when we're stressed out, we're not in the right headspace to be making clear choices. When we're stressed, we know the prefrontal cortex, the front part of our brain, shuts down. So decision making that should be good just goes out the window. And we start to go back to a very limbic or primitive type of wiring, which is just quick fix whatever we can do to increase blood sugar, which is going to satisfy us temporarily in that state. So meditation and relaxation are huge to making better food choices. So if you're dealing with, okay, I've got this craving in my mind for something that's not so good, what I would recommend is go for a walk, just breathe, get some oxygen into your body. That's one thing you can do. Another thing is just sit on the couch and calm your body down. While you're doing that, focus on what you'd rather be eating. So focus on an image of a green smoothie, just vroom, vroom, just visually see it flying at you with your eyes closed. And that image is going to be very powerful. And that actually it's a mental way of focusing on what you want and allowing it to become a lot more desired in your life. So you take the thing you don't want, you kind of take it away from you, make it small, dark, black and white, and you look and visualize the thing that you do want. You bring it right in front of your screen, big, bright, vibrant colors, and that will make a big difference. So that's a little tip that you can try. Why am I against black coffee? Oh, man. Okay. So I've spoken about this hundreds of times. I'm kind of tired of speaking about it, but I'm just going to direct you over to the blog here, because I don't have this is a good blog post. Okay, so just trying to see. So Stuart, so I'm just going to answer you in the comments here. Okay, just read that blog post. That'll just sum up my point of view, supported by science, on why I'm not a huge fan of coffee. Caffeinated, I should say. Decaf, a little bit different, but it's all good. Okay, so we're gonna go for another minute, 1 minute, and then I gotta go. So, collagen peptides, if I drink in the morning, if I drink it in my coffee during a fast, will that break my fast? I know you don't like coffee, but 2 cups is all I drink. Oh, okay, so I can't convince you to, I'm not in the business of convincing anyone. All I'm saying is, Sandra, why do you drink coffee? Is it because you like the taste? And if it is because you like the taste, I would challenge you to switch to a decaf. If it's because you need the energy, that's a big problem, okay? And no amount of coffee is ever gonna solve that. You need to feel how good you can feel off the coffee. Coffee, yeah, so you're 61 years old and you need to wake up. That's not a normal thing to experience, right? You shouldn't have to rely on coffee to wake you up. It's the same thinking of like, I don't have any money, so therefore I need to use my credit card to survive. That's a very broken model. It's the same thing. So you need to be switching out the coffees for lots of greens. Get more greens into your body. Join our Green 14 challenge. It's free. And I'm telling you, in 2 weeks, you will feel like a new person. You're gonna feel like crap the first couple of days that you go off the coffee. You have to realize that, right? You're not gonna feel good. It's a drug. And you're basically saying, no more drug for a couple of days. Your body's gonna freak out. That's okay. That's part of the process. But if you go into it thinking it's gonna be easy, it's a lot harder. So that's the only way to feel better. You have to get off the drug, which caffeine is, by the way. Okay, it's the #1 drug in the world. And the only way to feel better, the only way to wake up better in the morning is to nourish your body, not stimulate it with caffeine. So I hope that makes a bit of sense. If you're putting collagen peptides in there, you'll be fine. I don't really consider drinking coffee on a fast a great idea, just because it's going to just really make things a lot worse on the adrenal glands, which they're already going to be dealing with enough. So yeah. So just all the questions in general, guys. Anyone who's asking questions about coffee during a fast, just don't even drink coffee during your fast. If you drink coffee during your fast, your body's gonna more readily break down stored energy, and it's gonna spike your blood sugar. You're gonna go through ups and downs throughout the day. Your adrenal glands are gonna get messed up. You're gonna feel like crap, maybe not immediately, but down the road, okay? So no coffee on a fast. If you're gonna drink coffee, please switch to a Swiss water decaf or green juice, green smoothie. It's way, way better. On a fasting day, water, or water with apple cider vinegar, water with lemon, those are much better, okay? So now you know what I truly feel about, or what I truly think about coffee. And I wanna thank you guys once again for taking the time to join me. A little reminder, the Green 14 challenge begins on Monday. Totally free to sign up, join us. We're gonna have a lot of fun together. You're gonna be getting juice and smoothie recipes to energize your body so you don't need the coffee. It's okay if you enjoy the taste of coffee, but if you need it to feel alive, that's a problem. So the Green 14 is all about just bringing your body back to an amazing level of health, helping you just feel amazing, helping you look better. And yeah, so join us at yurilkim.com/green14. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow's Friday, it's crazy. So I'll be back with you guys, I believe. I'm just gonna check my calendar real quick. Yep. I'll be back with you guys tomorrow, 2 p.m. Probably a little bit later than 2 p.m. because I have an interview at 1:45 tomorrow, but I'll be here. So Same bad time, a little bit later, 2:10, 2:15. Same bad channel on here on YouTube, on here on Facebook. And thank you guys once again for tuning in. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this. Share it with your peeps. And that is all from me for today. Thanks, guys.